There we go, I think we're online. Wow, the little program says I am. Okay, well, for whoever's viewing, I'm actually displaying some of the mods that I've actually added to this mod pack. This is Direwolf 20, 1.12, and I have added the Molasses core and the Molasses doors, and I have also added the Minecolonies, which is at the very bottom of this little white block right down here. I don't think you can see my little pointer, but probably if I was to... Okay, probably right in here. So this one, and this one I've just added to this mod pack. It seems to be holding stable with these three mods that I've added. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm going to start a new map. I haven't really tried recording with this mod pack, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. This was actually my test. This is the only save I have that's actually has the 3 mods added. These ones don't have the 3 mods. So if I was to load any of these, it would actually come up and say something about the mods being added. Alright, so let's go ahead and create a new. We'll call this the stream, so I can remember which one I've streamed. Okay, I'm going to do creative because the video will be a lot longer and people will just get bored and shut it off on. I'm going to see biomes of plenty. I like large biomes. Continents. I'm hoping that I'll get some nice big oceans. And I'm probably not going to mess with any of these. There's nothing on page 2 to mess with. I'm going to turn off villages if they're on the list. Okay, I don't have that option. Certain mod packs you can turn off the villagers or the villages, because the thing I learned real quick is you don't want to put your village too close to another village. Okay, we're going to call this the stream. Who knows, we might actually get a pretty good map. Alright, let's get started. Still loading. Okay. I'm going to pop up on YouTube and actually check out my own channel. That way, if anybody's watching my video, I can actually monitor the chat. It does, however, say I have 1 viewer, so... Okay, things are still spawning in. Okay, things are still spawning in. Ah, okay. One of my friends is actually watching. I'm not going to reveal the name, but I will share this bit of information. Ah, okay. I had to turn down the volume on my laptop. Actually, speaking of which, I should turn up the volume a little bit on my game here. Okay, my volume is still too low. Okay, that was the wrong volume. That was too high. Sound adjustment. Okay, good. Okay, with Minecolonies, there's 2 different ways to get started. I have to actually either set up a camp with a covered wagon, and that actually takes quite a bit of space, and then also I have to look for a big ocean, big body of water. obviously a ship can't make it into this area. And so we're going to do a little exploring, find a good spot. We definitely don't want to get too close to a village. My experience with that is that villagers will reproduce, especially in peaceful mode, and your computer will start slowing down. So we're going to move far away from the village. We don't want the village to become active. The clusters that are close to your area will be active, and the villagers will reproduce. And then suddenly things will start slowing down intolerably. Come on, give me ocean. I want ocean. Now when exploring, your finger does get tired holding down the W key. So I'm going to look for a weight. I had one lying around my keyboard, but it's not there anymore. I'm about to crash into a mountain. I may actually have to go with the campsite idea. Let's see, what is this over here? Another thing you have to watch out for is hazards. Because you definitely don't want your villagers walking down there or falling to their death. This could also be dangerous too. I'll probably go ahead and get started in this area. Getting a little bit of lag. Frames per second, 29, 30. Well, we have a hazard over here. So tempting. I think I'll search a little bit further. I could put a fence around that and then just harvest the lava later. I think this would probably be a perfect spot right here. The villagers will actually stay near their village. They don't venture too far unless they're looking for trees to chop down. There's a little island over there, but I can't use it. It's too small. So this will actually have to be our starting area. So first we're going to go over to the correct tab here. And this actually says Minecolonies. And you want to get started by putting the supply ship. I've actually tried starting villages without this, and for some reason I seem to only get like 3 or 4 villagers. And that's it. And then I start building more structures and no more villagers arrive. So I'm going to try it this way. Now what you want to do is actually set this a certain distance from the water. Okay, now what this is doing is giving me the option to move it. I think that's a fairly good spot right there. So we're going to go ahead and hit this green checkbox here and hope for the best. Alright, it likes it. Okay, this part is unnecessary that I've heard on other people's videos. I mean, I can't quite recall whose videos I've watched it, because I've watched a few. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a wooden plank walkway for him. I don't like disrupting the water too much, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. So they'll have to walk the plank. Okay. Now I've been kind of curious to see what's inside these chests that are on board the ship. So let's take a peek. Huh. Stairs to get down or a ladder? Okay, a supply ship with no supplies. Okay, let's go see what's in the other chamber. Okay, there's nothing up here. Okay, there's nothing at all on board this ship. So, we don't know if it's going to actually increase our spawn rate of villagers, or if it's just there for decoration. Moving on. Okay, we got to decide where we're going to put our HQ or our town hall. I think I'm going to put it right over here. I'm curious to see what the builder's going to do. If he's going to fill in this water with dirt. Now the thing about the town hall is you want to put it one block up. Otherwise it makes it one block lower than the rest of the buildings. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell what they are unless you actually read them, the description. Okay, with this one, you want to actually place it in the direction of the door, because the door is actually going to be on that side. Now, if you wanted the door to be facing the ship, I want to actually place it down this way. And the entrance should be right about here, if memory serves. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and right click this, and it gives us a bit of a menu. And the first thing I want to do is actually click Build Building. Okay, it's going to tell me that I need a builder building. But this is going to start spawning the villagers. This is like the first step, because without this, there won't be any villagers. Now this guy is just a regular civilian. He has no job yet. Whoops. Okay, so we're going to go to this one. It's called the Builder's Hut. And you want to put it some distance away. Now the closer I put it, the faster the structure will get built, because the builder has to go back and forth between the two places. I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment though. I'm going to put the builder hut over here. Okay, so this is going to run into the water. It's actually setting the boundaries. It's telling you how big of an area it needs by this caution tape. And this one, you want to actually put it facing this way. Okay, I want to go over one more. Okay, so this guy automatically gets hired on. Now the thing about these buildings is that there's about 5 levels. We're at level 0 because there's no building. I'm not sure which building he's going to build first, but you can actually find out what it's going to be by coming over here. This tells you what priority everything's at. Okay, so far I have one unemployed and 1 builder, and no other persons. And I'm starting with a level 5 happiness. That's the biggest challenge, is the happiness. You have to actually keep your villagers well fed, otherwise their happiness drops.
Not good enough, eh?
Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, so moving on. You can change the name of your colony. I haven't played with that, nor is the button working at this time. Now if your villagers or your citizens wander off, you can click on this and that brings them all back to the town hall. It won't work if they're dead though. This actually, oh, it looks like I got 3 now. And this actually tells me in what order everything's in. This is called work orders. And according to this, the town hall will be built first, which will be tier 1, and the builder will be tier 1 as well. That's once upon completion. Okay, it says that I have reached max size for some odd reason. I don't know enough about this mod to actually determine whether it's going to stop me at 4, or if I have to build more buildings in order to get more. Most likely that's the case. Okay, it has gotten dark, so the villagers will not do any work until it lights up. It's daytime. It's a good safety feature because it keeps them out of trouble. They're locked up inside this safe building, which this isn't currently safe because there is no building. But they're going to still tread water around this desk here. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here and find out what resources this guy needs in order to... uh-oh. I need to put the difficulty at 0. Okay, I don't want my villagers getting killed. Okay, so they're still safe. There's still 4 of them. Okay, looks like my happiness went up by 0.4. I'm not exactly sure what I did, but okay. Alright. You have to click on this little arrow right here. And this actually tells you what supplies you need. In creative mode, these are going to be green. In survival mode, they're going to be red. Well, let's get started by fulfilling the list. Okay, so he's asking for dirt, so most likely he's going to fill that water in with dirt. Now this requires you to have good memory, which I don't. So we need cobblestone, we need dirt, and we need everything oak except for the spruce doors. Ah, yes. Gotta turn on the cheats. Whoops. Accidentally hit the wrong button there. I'm still recording though. Yay. A little bit of everything on oak, including the oak fence. We do need a spruce door, actually 2 of them. And we need some cobblestone. Ah, I keep hitting F11. Ah, yes, and we're forgetting the dirt. Okay, and we're going to double check, see what we missed out on. Okay, the reason why they're still green is I didn't get enough of them, and I forgot the glass pane. Okay, more cobblestone. Okay, everything is black, so we're good to go. Okay. These guys are just gonna bounce up and down in the water until it's daytime. Let's just fix that. Now to speed things up, I'm going to bring the stuff to him so he don't have to go back and forth as much. However, his inventory is going to fill up kind of quick. And also he's going to need tools for clearing out the terrain. Now, right off the bat, you can't give him a diamond tool. You have to actually start him off with either stone or gold. So what he's going to need is a shovel for clearing dirt, he's going to need a pick if he needs to clear stone, and he's going to need an axe if he needs to clear trees. And for some reason, he went back to his crafting table. I guess I would assume that his blueprints are there, maybe? The other possibility, okay, he's going across the water. We're going to have to build him a bridge. The big question is he going to use the bridge, or is he going to swim across the water? It's taken him extra long to get across the water, so... I can see this is going to be a problem. Okay, I want to actually keep it, let's go with wood. Since most of the buildings are going to be wood, the kind of a stone bridge would look a little bit off. We also want to light up our bridge too. The more light source you got, the less chance you're going to have hostiles spawning inside your village. That's actually going to be a problem with the water, because the water not being lit up is going to probably be a spawning area for your monsters. Normally the wood would rot, so I'm not going to put wood there. Okay, we want the bridge to be at least 3 wide. Sorry, dead air time. It's a bad habit of mine. Okay, what I like doing is assuming the water level is going to raise a little bit. Maybe about 1 block high. and you have to consider that in reality you'd have a little bit of wood rot. So I'll probably do stone steps the next level down. Now there isn't any mossy steps, so we're going to just go with regular. Okay. Oh, that worked out evenly. I like having at least 3 blocks between each light source. That way monsters can't spawn inside this. Whoops, I must have miscounted. Okay. This guy didn't get very much progress done. He's a little bit slower as far as clearing out. Okay, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm curious to see if he's going to use the bridge or not. Okay, most likely we're going to fill in this hole with all the excess dirt we don't need. But for the time being, I'm going to light this up so I don't have any uninvited guests. Although I do have the difficulty currently at 0, so I really don't have to worry about it at this time. Oh wow, he went through his shovel pretty quick. Let's give him another shovel. Okay, this looks a little bit odd, so I'm just gonna... Whoops. Okay, much better. Okay, we have to consider wood rot, so I'm just going to take these out. I'm going to assume it's basically straight across. Normally, the wood being this high would probably still encounter wood rot, being that close to water. Especially if the water could go up a level, but then you'd also have to worry about water flooding into your base of operations. now, for the time being, this is going to be the shelter until everything else gets built. Because you'll actually start building houses. Okay, probably one of the things I should actually start thinking about is actually building something for myself. So I gotta actually decide where I'm gonna put my HQ. And I'm not talking the villagers HQ, but my base, my fortress, or whatever, my little castle. I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna build for my own personal use. Okay, I think I'll start my base right in this area. Let's make sure we don't have any instabilities here. The other reason I'm trying to keep it bright is because it makes it harder to see for the viewers, because whatever I'm seeing as far as light, it's actually darker for the viewers. Also gives this time more time for the builder to build that. Okay, I was deciding to not exactly over here, but more closer to here. Okay, I need a chest to put all my unneeded stuff. Okay, we're going to look at a different mod for the time being, because we need a small workshop. And this is one of my favorite mods. Whoops. Always good to have a pulverizer. Except I don't need that many. Also good to have hoppers. More chests. Also need a power source. Now keep in mind, this is in creative mode, not survival mode. So I can't really get criticized for using the power cell, the creative power cell. So I don't actually have to mess around with the solar panels or windmills or water wheel or whatever. It's all in this box, all the power I can need. Yeah, lag. Let's see, we do need a duct. Power duct. Okay, I haven't been paying attention, but the builder needs 23 torches. I thought I gave him enough torches, but maybe he's already started on his workshop. Oops. Unfortunately with this mod, you have to babysit the villagers. That's the thing I don't like. Because they run out of materials and their happiness starts to drop. Also, they start starving on you. Because they can't feed themselves. Or at least, I don't know how to feed them. Automatically anyways. Manually, yes. But I have to keep visiting them and say, okay, you need food? Good. Here you go. Okay, still working on this one. Let's see if he uses the bridge after I give him the torches. Okay, you have what you want. Okay, I'm proud to see you're using the bridge. You are more intelligent than I thought you were going to be. I know torches are usually the last thing he puts on, so... This yellow line will disappear as soon as he's done. Okay, so he just reported he finished building the town hall and he's now going to be moving on to this. Let's go ahead and see what he needs. Okay, everything is still in black, so I probably got him enough supplies they could build both. He's going to need the excess dirt to fill in this area. Although he only thinks about one block down, so there'd be kind of a vacancy of water there. Okay, he's gone back to the town hall. I'm so used to calling it the HQ. It doesn't seem like the days are very long. Okay, he told me he's clearing. I don't see much in the way. Okay, let's go back to my project. Actually, going to do myself a favor. I'm going to mark my territory. And not in the way of a dog does. Yeah, if that's what you're thinking. Okay, and then over here, we're going to actually build our little base. We'll call this the HQ. So I'll have a reason to use HQ. Here's my chest. I could probably start it right here. Gonna define our borders first. And I like this stuff right here. And I'm gonna use traditional brick. Okay, we're going to have our power back here. Second row will be machines. And we'll stick our chest down here. Okay. Okay, what the pulverizer does is it breaks down the ore into powder, but when you do that you get double yield, and then the powder goes into a furnace like so, and I'll spawn just some ore. Not all ore will break down, but the most common would be gold and iron. These are the two vanilla ores. Okay, we'll try that again. Each mod pack is different, so I haven't played with this one that much. So probably some of the mod has changed a little bit. Okay, copper, that's a very common one for mods. Tin, silver, lead, aluminum, not always, but aluminum kind of varies a little bit on the different mod packs. There's also nickel, palladium, maybe. That one I'm not sure. Okay, those are the ones I can think of. Okay, we need also a power source. Okay, that's just telling me it's getting power. We want to actually configure it. So we want to be able to receive from this side and from the top. And on this side it would go into the wall, so we're going to disable it. We do want to destination it. Oh wait, I got this backwards. Okay, and this is behind it. We're going to disable that because you really don't need any interface if you're getting power from that side. So this is top, right, and underneath. This is left, which means it would go into the wall. And this is where the power is coming through, from the back side. Okay, this we're going to actually put on ignored, which is currently. So you can actually turn off and on the machine with a flick of a lever or running a redstone signal to it. Okay, here we need to do the same thing. I want to be able to receive from this side, so it'll be blue. That's actually going to this box right here. This is the input. This is the output. We don't want it to output from any side except for the bottom. So we turn the bottom one to orange. And this is where we're getting power. So I want that disabled. Alright, now we need hoppers and chests on top. So if I put any ore here that can actually go through the pulverizer, for example, we'll put 1 gold, 1 iron, and we'll see which one doesn't go all the way through the machine. These are the ones I've tested so far. Now occasionally you'll get like a byproduct right here. That's actually where the byproduct will go. And that means I actually got some lead out of something that was not lead. Because you have some impurities, and that sometimes will output the impurity. Okay, it's got 3 more to go through. If these don't go through, then we'll know that they're not meant to go through the pulverizer, because they'll just sit there until they're pulled out. Okay, it's still processing, so that's good. We can probably stick this up here. Okay, so that just means that we have actually 3. Because normally I got like a lead ore, which was the square, and normally I just get 2. But since I had a byproduct from something else, and I wound up with an extra. And that's the nice thing about the pulverizer. So you get ×2 and then sometimes extra. Okay, looks like I got a byproduct of platinum. So we just have to move it up to this chest. And it falls straight in. Okay, it looks like the pulverizer's all done. And looks like the furnace is too. Now I do like to double my input capability, so I'll actually double this twice. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to actually duplicate the configuration. And all I'm doing is using my 3rd mouse button to make a copy. So same configuration as before. That way I don't have to reconfigure it. Okay, I have to actually go double check on my village over there and see if everything's going okay. So we're just going to go ahead and drop all this in here. I'm going to go ahead and throw all this ore. And this thing should take care of everything for me. I'll just have to actually recycle whatever pops over here. Actually, I'm just going to change this. Okay, that way I don't have to worry about recycling anything. Oh. Okay, just temporarily change these both to orange. The reason why I try not to keep it that way is if I put like some sand in here, no, some stone. For example, if I put stone over here, let's go ahead and put some cobblestone in. This is one of the things I like having, especially if you're on a server. You put cobblestone into your pulverizer and outputs either gravel and sand. Mostly sand, but you'll get some gravel too. And, well, quick story. When I played on a server, vanilla, survival mode, people were stealing each other's glass. Like if you haven't been on the server for like a day and a half, you'll actually log in and find out all your windows in your house are gone. And everything in your chest too. And then if you walk around trying to find sand, it looks like the beaches have been stripped of their sand and the water's like flowing all really weird. So yeah, having pulverizers on the server are nice. All you have to do is generate cobblestone and stick it in the pulverizer and you'll have sand and gravel. All the sand and gravel that you can ever want. Speaking of which, I should put a pulverizer on its own where it's not outputting into a furnace. And we're going to just change the configuration just a little bit. Okay, if I just needed sand, we're going to just take it out of here and just stick it in here. Well, I got 9 windows, or 9 glass. Okay, so now we're getting sand, just in case we need sand for something entirely different. If we don't, then I can always stick it in a furnace later. Okay, you do have to check up on these guys occasionally, make sure they're not starving, since they don't know how to feed themselves. It's the only part of this mod I do not like. But otherwise it's really fun. Everything else about it I like. Just not that the fact that the villagers don't know how to feed themselves. There is one thing you can do. The only thing I know how to do is give them all a stack of fish. And hope they don't stick it in a chest and then forget about it's there. Currently have 4 villagers. I think this guy probably doesn't have anything to do, so he's just standing around.
It's your gold.
My gold? Show me, where? Searching job, huh? Well, maybe I'll have the builder build you something. Okay. You can upgrade a building 5 times, and that determines how fast the builder will build. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but it determines how good the tools is that he can handle. Right now he can only handle gold and well, I'm not sure if that's stone, wood, but definitely gold. I usually just give him gold. Well, from creative mode. Okay, I got a bunch of green figures here to fill. So, just need a bunch of stuff to remember. Okay, so as the buildings get better, he switches out the oak and puts in spruce. And he needs cobblestone. Okay, we still need oak slabs and oak fence and glass. Wool, stone, furnace, crafting bench. Okay, we also need the birch. You're in my way. Okay, he's got what he needs. Okay, I gotta start thinking about building stuff for these guys. So I have to decide what building do I need the most of, and where am I gonna stick it. Now I did plan to put more houses here. The reason why is, like, when I have to go around and searching for villagers, they're going to be all in one spot. I don't have to bounce all over the village looking for them. And okay, who needs food? So the happiness goes down when they're starving. Then it almost seems like North Korea. Okay. I really need to fill this hole here, because this is probably where I'm going to put a building. Okay, I think I'm going to start with a lumberjack. That would be another priority. I call it a sawmill. Actually, I'm going to grab one other tool here. The reason why I'm putting this close to this is that you want to be able to move supplies back and forth between these two buildings. Speaking of which, you'll have a UPS guy. I'm using that as an example. A delivery guy, and you'll have a warehouse. The warehouse is actually quite big, so I may actually have to expand this island just a little bit. Or I could put the warehouse over here. And another bridge. I think I'll do that. Okay, so all I'll have to do is click on Build Building. And that will be next on the agenda. Now this guy's not very fast, so it's also good to help him out a little bit if you want your building to be built as soon as possible. I'm going to go ahead and give myself an axe. If I could type, that would be great. Okay. We are not playing miniature golf here. Yeah. Okay, this should come up pretty quick because there's not very many blocks he needs to put down. And we'll find out who gets hired on real quick because it should be automatic. As soon as it's done, suddenly you'll see someone come in to do the job. I will, however, need to give him a tool, or her a tool. Let's go ahead and grab a tool. Actually, I'm going to grab 4 of them, because they do go through them pretty quick. That's why it's good to upgrade your building, because the better the building, the better the tool they can use. Okay, we just met our new lumberjack. Now it is possible to find out what kind of trees he can harvest and change them. And this is the screen you want. You can actually turn off and on. So he's just basically going to run around and harvest trees. For now, I'm going to turn off everything we do not need. Okay, pine we'll probably want. Willow, maybe not. Redwood we'll keep. I don't want him chopping down trees we don't need. Probably if I start doing other things besides working on this village, then I might start doing that. The origin is actually the original sapling, or the original tree that was first in Minecraft. There was only one kind of tree in the very first Minecraft that I started playing. I actually started playing this a long time ago. Okay, I take that back. They probably just still call it oak. I don't know why they call it origin. I'm assuming. Apple. I'm assuming that's the tree that grows apples, so we don't want to take that tree down. Okay, the rest of the trees I do want harvested. Okay, this guy is standing around because he doesn't have a job to do right now. Excuse me. Still digesting dinner. Okay, everybody's going to the HQ. There I go again, calling it. I'm glad they're using the bridge. I don't have a bed yet here, so let's see. Okay, nobody's starving yet. Wow, hopefully guys got enough sleep. Rise and shine, guys. Hello. Okay, fine. Sleep in. I'm I'm gonna go work on my base. If you guys don't want to get anything... Oh, wait. I do need to ask him to do stuff. I don't know why the lumberjack's not going to work. Well, let's go ahead and upgrade the HQ. I've got to get out of the habit of calling it the HQ. It's the town hall. Upgrade. Now you have a job to do. Is this lumberjack just boxed in? He can't get out? Okay, I'm going to try something. Maybe he just doesn't like his building. Alright, get to work. Spruce. Did I turn off spruces? That might be why he's not chopping any trees down. He's like, I don't see any trees I can harvest. Okay. Spruces are turned on. I didn't turn them off. Is it because you don't have an axe? You do have an axe. And you actually have been harvesting spruce. Now he does actually replant these. This has actually been replanted by him, not me. Same thing over here. I don't know why he's standing around. Searching tree. This is a tree. This is a tree. Okay, well, maybe... $66 oak wood. We're also going to need some birch, but not very much. They hardly ever use birch. Just a little bit of birch. I actually like birch because it's kind of a lighter wood for my own personal builds. So at least 2 birch trees. Okay, maybe 3. Actually, I'm going to use bone meal so I can see if he'll go right to it after it's grown. So we'll use this as a test. It's right there. Go cut it down. Okay, trees are too close together. You have to be careful. These trees can actually eat you alive. And yes, I'm talking from experience. Okay, you're surrounded by trees. What is there to search for? I'll even get a birch tree going. Don't be a dummy. See? There be tree. Hello? Tree? You want to just turn off your filter? Make it so you can process all trees? Oh, there isn't any valuable trees, so we'll go ahead and turn them all on. I just don't want to get stuck with a whole bunch of wood I don't need. Okay, they're all on. And he probably went inside because it got too dark. Oh, he found a tree. I applaud. Okay, looks like the town hall is getting a facelift, expanding.
I serve with pleasure.
Okay, what shall we work on next? We do need a delivery guy. Too close. That's much better. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Now I know he's only going to put like a layer of dirt here, just one block deep. So I'm going to actually have to fill this in myself. And over here we're going to put our warehouse. I still think that's a good spot. Although we might lose our beehives, so I'm going to have to grab this first. So I'm not exactly sure how the mod's going to handle that. So we're going to need a scoop. And we want to make sure that you're in survival mode, otherwise this will be destroyed. As I get stung when I do this. Lost 2 hearts, but since we're in peaceful mode, I get them back. Alright. That's going to be last on the agenda. Back into creative mode. Now I may want to actually take down the trees for them, because this will just delay them. 2 wooden pressure plates. And I didn't have room in my inventory for it. Otherwise this guy's just going to stand in front of this crafting table, wondering when he's going to get that which he requested. He's actually holding what he needs. So, if you're not exactly sure what he's looking for, you could actually look at what is in his hand. Because he's actually showing you what he needs. I think the pressure plates are actually for tables that are actually going to be inside the town hall. grab the saplings before they disappear forever. Oh, there he is. Let's see what dirt he has. Okay, he doesn't have any dirt. So he's probably going to be asking for some when he fills in this spot right here. Okay, we're going to have something that looks like a windmill, and that's actually where they bake the bread. I'm not sure what they call it. Bakery. Okay, you'll notice that he's starting to get hungry, so I'm going to go ahead and get him some fish. It's the active ones that go through food faster. Now if his inventory gets too full, he puts his fish into his crafting table and forgets it's there. So you have to watch their hunger bars very closely. Okay, the lumberjack is discovering his trees. That's good. Okay, that doesn't look like a bakery, that looks like a ship. Okay, if I remember correctly, this is elongated. Right here. It's longer from this direction to this direction. And there's like a wooden rod that comes down, it's actually a wooden fence post that comes down. And the windmill is going to be pointed in this direction. We actually, to make it look good, we want the windmill to be pointed towards the sea. If you've ever lived close to the ocean, you'll actually know that the wind changes direction at nighttime. Now, since I was facing this direction and I got it this direction, I'm going to take it and turn it and face it this direction. Okay, we're going to see if it's closer to this side. I'm going to move it a little bit more. Now to get a little bit more dirt, I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. Okay, let's see what supplies he needs. I've been kind of neglecting him. 79 oak wood slabs. Okay. Ah, looks like I've already gone through all the ore. Oh, okay. I gotta move this for it to continue. Alright. I was wondering why the process stopped. Okay, we got the bakery, we got the building, the builder. We do need a quarry. We have to decide where we're going to put it. Most likely, I'm going to stick it over here somewhere. Actually, I want to think about fishing right now. Okay, so the fisherman's hut. I want to put that as close to water as possible. If you don't, then the fisherman complains, "Oh, I'm too far away from the water," and they'll just stand there and do nothing. Okay, let's see how easily we get distracted. There are some parts of this mod I don't know about yet. Haven't really gotten too much in depth, so I'm still learning some of this. Okay. I think I'm going to put... Okay, I have an overlap here. Big time. We don't have room. Oh, I got a sapling there. Okay. That still overlaps. Okay. I definitely have a cave I need to fill. But we could still get this to work. Yes, the builder has plenty to do. I'm not a very nice boss. Okay, let's see if anybody needs food. Work for food. Wow, that was unnecessary. Ah. Okay, still has her fish. He hasn't taken any of his. Nope, they still have fish. I guess nobody needs fish. Okay, fine. Ah, there's no bed yet. Okay. I was like, oh, there's stairs. Well, since I can't sleep, you guys can't sleep. I still love how they use the bridge. Sometimes you have to pick up after lumberjack. So, Earthquake, if you're still watching, what do you think of the mod so far? Ah, one white bed. Okay. Well, I spawned 2 into existence, and I'm going the wrong direction. Ganondorf, can you hear me? Okay. Oh. Just don't want this guy to fall to his... Well, I don't want him taking damage. Okay. Okay, needs more oak stairs. Also needs another shovel. Ah, it just barely appeared. Okay, my spawn point has been set. That's what I've been waiting for. That way if I die, I'll actually spawn back at the town hall, at least until my base is built. Okay, for now this is probably all the machines I need. Unless I want to actually start building other things. So I probably want a bigger workshop. For the time being, I'm just going to leave a lot of room. Maximum grade stone. Oh, there he is. Intercepted and gifted. Not quite done yet. This might look better if I do this. Okay, so he finished Town Hall and he's working on what? Okay, Lumberjack. So Lumberjack's now going to get an upgrade. That means he can use better tools. Definitely a tall tree. Okay, let's see what other mods we have to play with on there. Ah, good. This is another mod I enjoy. Sometimes it's easier to start at the end and work your way to the beginning. Haven't played with this mod too much. This mod I enjoy, Chisel. No experience with that one. Twilight Forest, that's cool. Ugh. Trophies. Advanced generators. I might play with that later. Actually, I'm wondering if I have the water mills. Probably a different mod pack. Oh, I do have it. Okay. I don't know how to use this mod, but it looks kind of cool. At least for decoration, at least. But it also produces power, too. I don't know what kind of power, but we'll probably find out. Tinker's Construct. Awesome. That's another good one. It's an old one, but a good one. I've played with this just vaguely, just a tiny bit, but didn't do a whole lot with it. Biomes Aplenty, that just makes more realistic terrain. Used it quite a bit. I miss Advanced Genetics, that was a fun one, and Mistcraft. And Project Redstone was also very good. This is a new one I have to play with a bit more. I played with it a little bit, only got so far, and then just kind of reached an impasse with it. And these are great covers, a great way to hide your machines. This is kind of an old mod that I played quite a bit with. Let's see, does it still have the UV matter? Okay, UU matter, not UV matter. Reinforced glass and door. Probably also has a stone too. Yes. Okay, cool. And also has reactor core. We'll have to see what's changed about this mod as far as the reactor stuff. I haven't played with that in a long time. Replicator. Pattern storage. Mass fabricator. Okay, we still have those too. And scanner. Okay, cool. We still have that stuff to play around with. Okay, well, oh, kitchen. Cooking for blockheads. I haven't played with this much, but I like the decorations. The only thing about this mod pack is it doesn't have Ember, but that's okay. I didn't get to play with it that much, so I don't miss it that much. But it looked kind of cool, though. Okay, well, I'm going to end the video here. I just wanted to show off the Minecolonies mod. Actually, we'll check up on these villagers real quick. At least it'll give me some practice with some of these other new mods off camera. Just a little bit, so I don't look like a total noob with them. But I'll probably be working on the village off and on during the time I'm playing with the mods as well. After you get your mine colony started, you have to kind of babysit them, make sure they don't starve to death. But hopefully, maybe there's just something I can do, something I haven't discovered yet, that gets the villagers to feed themselves. Laters for now.